హాయ్ వెల్కమ్ టు మై ఛానల్. నా ఛానల్కి మీ అందరికీ స్వాగతం. లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ ది వీడియో, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్ ఫర్ నోటిఫికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ న్యూ వీడియోస్. ప్లీజ్ క్లిక్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. ఈ వీడియోని లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ చేయండి, నా ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. కొత్త వీడియోల నోటిఫికేషన్స్ కోసం పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని క్లిక్ చేయండి. హాయ్, welcome to my Rants series. We all know that due to the COVID-19 coronavirus from Wuhan, there has been implementation of lockdown in India since the last week of March. Things have been running pretty crazy down in India, and I had to face some financial issues and pets health problems, so I wasn't active much on my channel. So I'm back now. Things are a bit stable right now. So yeah, during this boring lockdown period, I am starting a new series, that is My Rants. So what is this series about? I have been active on Quora website before I was banned from it permanently due to my serious comments on some countries. And then I have turned up on YouTube. So in this series I would be talking randomly about anything in any language, so it won't be, there won't be any start or continuity or end. I can choose any topic, even those things which I have discussed on Quora, and my YouTube followers don't have much knowledge about, and I can switch between languages without repeating the same content in different languages as I normally do in my bilingual videos. So I know 3 languages to a good extent: Hindi, English and Telugu, and I can read a bit of French and similar European languages, because I took French classes +1 and +2, that is intermediate. So anyhow, here in this series I will be switching between these 3 languages: Hindi, English, Telugu. So if you have to get the full summary of any of the parts content, you must be proficient in all the 3 languages, because from now on the content would be random and would not be based only on my posts on YouTube till date, and even the languages would be switched on randomly, and the content won't be repeated with the same summary in different languages. Okay, so given this introduction about my Rants series during this boring lockdown period when we don't know what to do and everything seems in utter chaos, let's chat about anything, any damn thing would do. So now I would like to discuss about the cause of starting this series, that is the coronavirus, which has started in Wuhan, China, and been named latestly as COVID-19. This virus is totally unprofiled. We don't know anything about it. It's like a microscopic alien invading the earth. So how do we face this microscopic alien invasion? First we will discuss what do we know about this virus till date. We know that it could have started from snakes and bat eating by the Chinese, or it could have been a bioweapon leaked, or it could have been really something sent by the aliens to the earth to infect us, and maybe they will be invading us later. Or it could have been just something from the cosmic dust that's been going on around the universe and suddenly landed on earth and has proven a nasty infection to the human race. We know nothing about its origin, and it belongs to the corona family, so its strains are very volatile. It keeps changing strains. If it doesn't have this property, we could have eradicated common cold long ago, just like polio or smallpox or any other virus. So developing a vaccine to this is highly difficult, and even if we develop, it may not be successful. Even if it's successful, it's not the only solution because it can change strains, and the vaccine wouldn't work on the new strain anymore. That would make this infection a big Shani Deva and Ketu like thing who attack us on a microscopic level on daily basis for a long term period. Unlike Rahu or Surya, who are just like a jab of knife, these Shani and Ketu are like million needles piercing us here and there, now and then, till we don't know when. So, and another big problem with this is asymptomatic patients who do not show any symptoms, who don't die, because if like Ebola, it is a very dangerous virus. It would kill the patient by the end of the day. If he is infected in the morning, by the end of the day or within 2-3 days or maybe by the week, he will die, just like with rabies, and the infection would end with him. It won't have a reservoir to stay and to be passed on to other individuals later on. These asymptomatic patients are more dangerous than super spreaders. Super spreaders, we know they are infected and they multiply the virus in their bodies to much higher levels. Biomagnification like effect can be seen, but they can be identified easily. These asymptomatic patients, they cannot be identified. That is the main problem. In the millions, we don't know who is being a reservoir to this, and they do spread it equally as infected patients with symptoms. And the final result is that after being passed on, this virus would kill the newly infected people later on. So like unending ripples, unending waves of the ocean, this infection keeps on sending waves of epidemics unendingly, because it can make its reservoir in asymptomatic patients. And that is the reason why China is now facing again a wave of infection and going into lockdown again. And these lockdowns keep coming and going with no use at all in China and other countries. At least in India, we put the lockdown on the healthy population before they were infected. So we are having a healthy lockdown with stable individuals. The infection curve is not flattening in India, but it is still very small. And there is no criteria for this virus to kill a patient or to make him asymptomatic or to cause some level of symptoms and let them recover. There is no criteria. Even old people are remaining asymptomatic. Even patients with other dangerous diseases can remain asymptomatic. Even a totally healthy person can die with corona. So there is no criteria. Why we do not know why in some people it is showing severe infection and causing death, why it is letting some people to recover, and why it is remaining asymptomatic in some people, even though they might have other diseases, or they are healthy, or they are old, young, children, newborns. There is no known criteria of the functioning of this disease in causing symptoms or death. And the possible treatments for this are being treated as the chloroquine and HCQ, that is, and interferons by Cuba has been proposed, and such things. But all these things are not a proven cure. We don't know anything about this virus. We don't know anything about a vaccine that can be developed, because all these activities, they require testing and time on months or years basis. But by that time, I think the infection is killing large number of people and proving to be a forest fire like experience, where the vaccine development later would be of no use. Interferons and related drugs have been used in patients in China and in other countries that have asked Cuba's help, but they are very dangerous and nobody knows their side effects that could cause even genetic manipulation in individuals exposed to the drug. Indiscriminate use due to fear of corona could cause many problems in future. And HCQ also causes problems, retinal, etc., renal. So it also cannot be used indiscriminately, and only in high risk people they are using it currently in India. People being exposed to very high risk. So when we don't know anything about this virus's profile, we don't know its origin, we know nothing about it's a stranger alien like thing, and we don't know what drug to use or what are the side effects, and we don't know whether there will be a vaccine or whether it will be useful. It's a total chaotic situation. So the best thing is to not let this spread in the community whatever, because we don't know if it takes root, we don't know when it will end and what we can do to end it. We don't know if it will be wiped out totally. So whatever the serious problems that could arise, starvation or economic downfall or recession or anything, these are all known problems, and we would know what to do once we have dealt with this, but we don't know what to do and how to deal if this particular infection takes root in the community. We don't know how to turn it away later. It's like trusting aliens and inviting them to Earth and trying to cohabit with them. We don't know what they would like to do with you or when they would leave, and what would our future be. So please, friends, in India and in any other country who can prevent corona from entering their country, their community, their province or state, their city, their family, please, by all means, avoid this dangerous and deadly unknown entity.